I might as well start calling this a Youssef Zalal show because this guy has a fight, it seems like, every month. He's going to be fighting again coming up here on October 10th on Fight Island, taking on Seung Woo Choi. It is Youssef Zalal, like I mentioned there. Spoiler alert. Youssef, how's it going, man?
Pretty good, man. How about you? Thank you for having me, man.
No, of course, man. It's great. Dude, how many fights is this? What, 4 fights for you now this year? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be my 4th fight.
That's crazy. Did you anticipate this at the start of the year? I mean, it's been kind of a crazy year for you, just the schedule you've been on.
Not really, man. Not at all. I thought I was, especially how the world was going. I was like, I'm be glad enough to even find one fight, you know.
Yeah.
And as soon as the UFC came back, you know, and they started having shows, and I was like, well, I don't know, man. We'll see if they even gonna keep us active the way that we wanted to, or any of that, you know. And I was like, oh, and all of a sudden, like things started coming. Like they're like, oh, fight, and then call you the next 2 weeks, get another fight. It's crazy, but I can't complain, man. Like you said, it's a blessing not to even have a job right now.
When did you find out about this fight? Because I feel like you had a bit of notice for this one.
Yeah, actually, this is surprisingly my first fight, like as a UFC fighter, have a full camp. So it was literally 2 weeks after my last fight.
Okay, that's good. So plenty of notice. And then you got a bunch of teammates who were fighting. Obviously, Brandon Royval's got his fight. We had Colin Anglin on Contender Series. A lot of your teammates, Anthony Smith, like it seems like Factor X has been fighting like every week.
But it's been insane. My coach, Mark Montoya, is staying there for a whole month in Abu Dhabi. So it's insane because we have Brandon fighting this weekend, and we have a kid named Luigi. He's fighting the UFC on the October 3rd card. And then I'm fighting October 10th, so it's been hectic, man. It's been crazy.
And I asked you this before, but I'll ask it again. Like, how do you go about not overdoing it? Because 4 fights is pretty nuts. I know you're a young guy, you got a lot of energy, you're always in a good mood. But I mean, at some point, does it not take a little bit of a strain on you, or I guess you just managed to balance that quite well?
No, definitely, man. It definitely takes like some little toll on you a little bit. You know, you're like all these fights and stuff like that. I mean, I've been lucky enough to use my style to make it less dangerous as possible, you know. But yeah, man, it definitely like I told everybody else, man, it's definitely, we'll talk after this fight, you know, and we'll see where our future's going and how's everything going, you know.
Yeah. When are you actually leaving for Fight Island?
So actually, I leave next week on Wednesday to go to Vegas, and
and then get tested, and then that makes sense. Yeah,
I get tested and quarantined, and I'm assuming I go to Abu Dhabi on Friday.
Okay. That's cool. What do you know about Choi? 8-3 record, pretty solid guy. Had a couple of UFC fights. How do you feel like you match up against him?
Man, it's pretty good, man. It's like his background is kickboxing and all that. So for me, it was like, I keep telling everybody, it was like he's gonna try to bring the dog out of me a little bit, you know. That kickboxing, not a lot of people seen out of me, you know. So I'm pretty excited about that.
I think I already mentioned like a handful of your training partners. Was there anyone I missed in that group? I did see, by the way, Alex Perez was training with you guys a little bit as well, too. I saw on your Instagram. Seems like you have a lot of variety in terms of training partners.
Oh, man, that room is, oh, my God. It's like, it's a blessing, I'll tell you that. Like, to get to train with these guys, even if they're not at the highest level, man. Some of these kids, I'm like, oh, my God, you know, like, they want to be at the same level that you're at, you know, and you like, God, these kids will do anything. Like they not playing around. Like they sacrificing their whole life to be where I'm at and stuff like that. So it motivates each other, man, and it makes it very competitive. And I love that, man. I can't complain about that at all, man. It makes me so much better every day and every week and every month, to be honest. So it's been awesome, man. And
Alex Hernandez, I know, has been a nice addition to your team. How has he gelled with everyone, and how much of an impact has he had on your camp?
Oh, man, I trained with him mostly my whole camp, to be honest. And he's going to be my corner, actually, too. So it's a pretty cool addition to add, you know, just like you said, different style and just different mentality and just how he deals with things and stuff like that. It's pretty cool, man. It's been an amazing addition to the gym, and we can't wait to see him fight, you know.
And I imagine weight cut's going well just because, you know, it's 45. You're not cutting to 35, right? So it's 45. It's not too bad.
Hey, it's gonna be a weight cut this time because all my last 6 weeks, all we've been doing is lifting weight. So we've been getting our weight up. So it's gonna be a cut. But like you said, it's not gonna be as hard as a cut, but it's gonna be a cut.
Why the weightlifting? Is that because you're just planning on staying at 45? I think is that what's sort of the reason?
Exactly, because we wanted to, like, you know, just get a little strength. I don't want to. I'm fighting these 30-plus-year-old guys. You know, they have that old man strength. You know, I gotta build something up with them, you know.
Yeah. No, for sure. How do you see the fight playing out? This has got fight of the night written all over it. I mean, most of your fights do, but this one in particular, just with his style, like you mentioned, the kickboxing, I think this is going to be an awesome fight. How are you looking at this?
Like you said, man, I feel like he's the one who's gonna push that button for me. You know, he's gonna push that let's go mode, like get the dog out of me. So I'm pretty excited about that. You know, and like you said, like it literally has the recipe for a fight of the night or somebody going to sleep or get submitted, you know, whatever. But that's like what it gets me excited about this fight, to really just go out there and really just get to show, like, I'm not just this guy, I'm getting better every fight, not just like, Youssef, he does this, he does that. No. I want to be like, you know, that guy's like, you gotta watch out for his striking, his feet, oh my god, like movement, jiu-jitsu, that's me, you know.
You want to get one more in this year, just for the hell of it, just to say you got 5 in 1 year?
Hey, don't jinx it. You said it. I'll be talking to you soon.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, I was going to say never say never. It depends how the fight goes, obviously, with all that. Do you think, I mean, is this the fight that's going to get you ranked? I mean, you're winning these fights, you're winning dominantly. Like, I would think at some point you're going to be ranked here pretty soon.
I mean, I hope so. I really don't matter to me, to be honest, man.
Yeah,
like,
you're not in a rush, but obviously, I mean, you keep winning like this, I think it's only a matter of time.
All I focus on is just me getting better and really me improving. Like you said, like you want to see, like, oh my god, like this kid, every fight he's getting better and better and more dominant. That's what I wanted to go on. Especially that Jordan Griffin fight, it pissed me off, bro. I was pissed. I was like, God, I don't know about that performance. I was like, I won that fight, but I'm not happy at all. I don't think I'm happy with every performance that I ever got in my fights career, to be honest. But it's like, after that, I was like, I gotta go out there and really just try to dominate, you know. Like, it is what it is, you know. I was trying to go for the finish the last fight, you know, and the kid had some skillet head, you know. He's like, his head, my head was bouncing out of his head like every time. It was crazy. But for me to feel that feeling and really see the improvement, it makes me happy, and it makes me love this sport even more, you know.
Something we talked about last time, totally off topic, is your wife's painting. And I saw she painted a photo of you when you were a kid selling a chicken or something. Tell me about that.
No, so, that's not me.
That isn't you. Okay, I thought it was you.
I took my wife to Morocco with me to see my mom and my family. And I haven't seen my family for 10 years. Mm-hmm. So we go there, and then we hang out at this lake. We went to this lake because we traveled to Morocco a little bit to show her around a little bit. And this kid's quiet, didn't say a single word. And he has a chicken, a rooster right in his hand, trying to sell it to us. So I'm like, I just gave him money and just kept the rooster and cat behind, like just taking pictures and stuff like that. And she just draws stuff like that, man. Like she's like addicted now. She's like draws every day now at night, and like all my friends are buying pictures from her now and stuff like that. She does like your dog, all that stuff. It's pretty cool, man.
That's awesome. Yeah, and you were telling me like she's really starting the business is kind of picking up too, right? Because people are, like you said, taking interest.
Oh yeah, man. You know how that goes. Like, yeah, you do one interview, you're like, oh
yeah, you do a James Lynch interview and then it blows up. No.
That's it. You know, like I'll go from there. So yeah, it's like that, man. You know, it goes pretty quick.
I also saw you went go-karting with your wife.
Hey, bro, don't say nobody. I lost the first round because she will not let me pass her. Because they go on lap time. They don't care about if you pass anybody. Yeah. And I love that. I can't wait to go to Abu Dhabi though. I heard they have.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to try it out. Do they have go-karting down there? I know they do the racing thing.
No, I think they have the actual cars, like the actual.
Yeah, the speed thing. Yeah.
So I was like, I'm excited for that. I was like, to be honest, as soon as quarantine over, put me on a racetrack, man. Like, let's go.
Oh, can you imagine? That would be so cool. I hear they go around the hotel. That's what I interviewed Alex Perez one time down there, and he was telling me, like, we were doing the interview, and you could hear the cars in the background. It was crazy.
That's what they told me. They're like, you literally hear them at night when they racing, and all you hear is tires and braking and loud engines and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, I'm excited for that. I want to hear that.
I'm excited for this fight, man. October 10th, UFC Fight Night. Youssef, always appreciate the time, man. Anyone you want to thank, any sponsors, any social media you want to plug, the floor is yours.
Nah, thank you, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And, yeah, man, big shout out to all my teammates, my family, my wife. You know, they've been supporting me throughout this whole year, you know, just on my whole life, to be honest. So it's like it's been a great journey, and I can't wait to keep the journey going and really have some great time. So yeah, big shout out to all those guys, man. Thank you guys.